yo, doctors, they gonna be looking at you and be like, oh, well, we went we went to Tulum and got married at sunset by some kind of like Reiki god, like priest or something. And these bracelets, these bangle bracelets, these bangle bracelets. Give my wife the medical care she needs because I have bangle bracelets. We both have bangle. Like, I don't get. The title caught my attention very, very much because I don't think that Natalie has been, if you know Ezee and Natalie, I don't think that Natalie has been shy about the fact that she is ready to get married and that she would marry Ezee. She has said in the past in a couple of like Truth or Drinks, and just like in a couple of Q&As, I think they did one where Ezee asked her, she said, if you had to marry, it was Truth or Drink, and she was like, if I asked you to marry me today, like to get married today, would you marry me? And Natalie was like, yes. And bro, they had only, at that time, I think they had only been dating for a few months. Like they had only been dating for a few months when Natalie said that. So this is very interesting. I don't know if the title was clickbait, but I don't care. I'm about to watch it anyway because I'm certain that it's going to still spark a great, interesting conversation or debate. So without further ado, Ezee tells Natalie the truth on why she doesn't want to marry her. This is Just Between Us, episode 3 of their podcast, I think. Without damn, whatever. Let's just watch the video.
If we're married, my money is my money, your money is your money.
We would still split things.
So let's get married and let's have just our contract, but no government involved.
Then you're not actually married.
Yes, you are.
No, you're not.
See, this is why I don't want to get married. It's more of a transactional thing.
I want to sign a prenup.
What's happening, y'all? Welcome to...
It's good that they're having these conversations though, because I'm not gonna hold you. Finances is one of the main reasons why people get divorced. It's not even like adultery or anything like that. It's like finances is like the number one reason why most people get divorced. It's like, y'all gotta have them conversations about money. You can't marry, if you marry somebody and they're terrible with money, that can break even the strongest of loves. I'm trying to tell you, I've seen it happen.
To our channel, before the podcast starts, we want to let
an amazing announcement.
Tell them, Natalie.
We are starting a Snapchat for Ezee X Natalie.
Yes.
So if you guys want to see our pranks,
I'm not gonna hold you. That sound like an ad. I just want to get to the podcast. Here we go. There we go.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to
Just Between Us podcast.
I'm your host, Ezee.
And I'm Natalie.
Welcome. We are on episode 3, y'all. And I just want to say, man, nigga, we made it.
I couldn't help it. Our podcast is doing phenomenal. If you guys are just listening in, make sure you guys check out
so natural. I love this.
video versions on YouTube as well.
Layla said, did they get back together? I don't follow them. Yes, they are back together. They are definitely back together.
Because the numbers are going up and we really appreciate it so much.
And it's like, guys, like, oh my God, it's episode 3. And I'm just like, damn, are we podcasters or what?
That's what it's giving.
It's giving podcasters. It's definitely giving podcasters, man. That I don't understand it. Like, y'all that are not here for the video version, thank you so much for tuning in your car. But when I tell y'all, Natalie, motherfucking Odell, look good as fuck. She looks so
they
good.
Both do. You
I'm
can
like,
tell
damn,
they've been taking care of themselves.
Put a baby in you. I'm gonna put a baby in you right now. I'm gonna put one in you.
God.
Yeah.
First of all,
yeah.
You already know what's up. You
I
ain't
know
putting
what's
no
up.
baby in me until I have something other than this Fendi ring on my finger.
Period.
Say, man, baby.
Period. Tam, thank you, sweetheart.
Baby. You know I really can't put a baby in you.
Thank you so much,
pretend,
Tam.
but
This
for
is
real,
plenty.
for real.
That's plenty. I love you. Thank you.
We not married.
Baby, we don't gotta get married to have a baby. Okay, see,
Yes,
that's
we do.
Now, okay, here's the thing, right? This is gonna sound terrible. Should I say it? Because y'all already know. Should I say it? Do I want to start October like I left September? Oh my God, no. Okay. Oh dear. I'm so sorry, y'all. I am so sorry. It was a test of the emergency broadcast system that scared the bejesus out of me. Cause what y'all finna do? See, what they finna do, y'all? Brace yourselves.
No, we don't. See, that's the thing. And I've always wanted kids since I was literally 18. I wanted to have kids when I was 18.
Y'all,
thankfully,
she was legitimately like wanting to do that. I remember when we were best friends and she was like, yeah, like, you know, I was actually planning to have a baby at 18. I was like, what?
Exactly. Yes.
I mean, you know, some people actually do end up getting pregnant at 18, but I don't think most people
Shout out to my mama. My mama had she had me, she had us at, 17, 18? What was it?
Is her mom there?
You were 18. Oh, she was 18 when she had. Okay, yeah. She had my brother at 18. She had me at 19.
Yeah, so it happens.
And she's a young mom.
It's not planned when it happens.
I know, but I'm saying she's a young mom.
I'll say this: most people do not plan to get pregnant at 18. If it happens, it happens. You kind of just roll with it. But like, I don't think that most people go, you know what? As soon as I graduate high school, or while I'm still in high school, I'm trying to go ahead and have a baby. Like, that's not like. And if you are making those plans, stop it. Stop it. You stop it. That's not
I want to
good.
be a young mom. I want to be able to, I don't want to have to be like my neck in my back while I'm trying to throw a football to my little man.
Well, then you got some work to do because, listen, there's an order to this. And it's crazy because I'm not super traditional, but I'll tell you my reasons for it. And you tell me your reasons why you don't.
Let's talk about it. Just between us, I feel like, first of all, we talk about a baby. But if you want to go there, because I could go there.
Let's go there.
Go ahead. First of all, I'm gonna let the ladies speak. If y'all don't know, I am a female. If you listening to the podcast version, when I said I'm gonna put a baby in her, you know, obviously we got to go the extra steps. You know?
I think they know by your voice. That's
right, Ezee. You don't sound like a dude.
Can y'all tell?
Like, I don't know if you can tell.
I love Ezee's hair, man.
I am a hoe. I am a female.
Okay.
P.O.P.
Don't do that.
Holding it down.
Okay.
Don't do that.
So here's my logic on it. Like I said, it's not for super traditional reasons. You're or anything. No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Okay, that sounds traditional, but it's not for the reasons why people think you have to get married. Like, really traditional is sex, like no sex till marriage.
No sex till what?
Yeah, that's what really traditional is.
We didn't say Stone Age. We said
traditional,
bitch.
Right. Stone Age. There's people that still believe in that today.
Yeah.
Respect.
Hello, Christ. I'm about to sing again.
Right.
What is that?
Christ.
That was a song, a TikTok song.
Oh, okay, I was concerned. I'm like, wait, what?
Okay, see, y'all gotta catch, baby.
Can I get to my point?
Sorry, y'all know me. I'll interrupt till the day I die. Go ahead.
Right.
People really be in the comments. Ezee, stop interrupting. All right, we're gonna practice in this video, right, baby?
Go.
All right.
So what happened? No, I'm just kidding.
Girl. All right. So, y'all, for real. As I was trying to say, it's not for like traditional reasons or religious reasons or anything of that nature. To me, it just logically makes sense that there should be steps to a relationship, steps of commitment. And the reason why I say that is because first and foremost, the biggest attachment you can have to somebody is having a kid with them.
Right. And we can't even do that, baby.
So let me finish. Right. So that means that should be the last step. I think. And this is just me and my opinion based off of how I want to live my life. Okay. I want to live with somebody first, which we've done.
I understand. You know what I'm saying? I completely understand where Natalie is coming from. I get it because I do feel the same. I feel like there is a natural progression to relationships. And to me, like to Natalie, it makes sense that you meet someone, you grow into a serious relationship, you move in together, you get engaged, you get married, and then you start building a family. I agree. I think it's a pretty big deal to start a family with someone and not have any kind of protected legal connection to them. Because let's say something actually happens to your significant other, like most people think of that like in a monetary, oh, you trying to take my money type. Listen, it ain't even that deep. What if something actually happens to you and we get into a power of attorney type situation, and then I'm your significant other, but I can't make a decision for you, so now steps in the next of kin, and it's like your mother who you're estranged from, or your father, or something, like, you know what I'm saying, somebody you're not even close to and doesn't even know your wishes, and now I have to stand on the sideline as your significant other and let someone else make a decision that me and you had already agreed on. You know what I'm saying? So to me, this is a conversation that's necessary and it needs to be had. Not enough people have it before they get deep into the relationship. But I do agree with Natalie. I think that there are certain steps that need to be taken in order to make sure that certain legal protections are in order. Because it's not just about the emotion and the feeling and the relationship stuff. It's like, oh yeah, that's great. But when you decide to build a life with someone, you do have to put protective legal things in order. Like, you just have to. You have to. Like, that just makes sense. Not just to protect yourself, but to protect the both of y'all. Like, and your kid if you decide to have a kid. Like, people are just being mad. People are just being young. That's, I'm not saying, and it is no disrespect to Ezee, but the mindset of, I just want to have a baby and then we can worry about marriage later, that comes across. Marriage is not for everyone, but it does seem to me that marriage is an option for her. And if marriage is an option for her, then to me, it just seems like she is taking, I'm going to say, the more non-committal route to a serious relationship. Because believe it or not, it's easier for people to separate when all they have is a kid between them, rather than if they have a marriage and a kid between them. You get what I mean? So
then I want to get married. Then if we pass those first two steps and we're still good, then we introduce having kids. Because the last thing I want to do is have kids with somebody and it doesn't work out.
Right?
That's like,
bitch, we've been doing this for years. You've been my best friend thick and thin. Literally thick and thin. I was thick and now I'm...
No, you bring a kid into it, it changes the equation. Yeah, it's been y'all for years. You've been doing this for years. You bring a kid into that, and now it's y'all got to do this, and it's going to be completely different. It's going to change it all. Having children, no matter how much you love someone, no matter how much you guys connect, it always changes the dynamic in a relationship. Doesn't mean that you get less intimate or anything like that. You got to work at those things, but it definitely changes your dynamic when you add a child into the family. Always.
I was thinking, baby. What more do you want from me?
If you like it, then you should have put a ring on.
Oh, if you like it, then Natalie's not gonna get off that.
I don't know. Let me know below. What do y'all think? Because I feel like just logically it makes sense. I think you gotta kind of, you know what I'm saying? You gotta graduate to different levels.
Yeah, I agree.
It's all that is what. First of all, in my opinion, I'm not a huge conspiracy theorist, but
here she
I am. And it's
go.
all about the government. Why the government, first and foremost, want some of my money? Why I gotta pay you to say I'm in love with you? Why I gotta pay for all that? Don't you gotta pay to sign some documents or no?
Doesn't a marriage certificate cost like $35? Relax. It's a one-time fee, Ezee. This is what conspiracies do to you guys. You see? Look.
If we break up, you got to pay.
No, you got to pay. You have to pay to like
a marriage license.
A marriage license.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so look.
And then you got to pay if you get divorced.
Exactly. See, it's all ass backwards. First of all, Stone Age, if we go back then, it was, first you gotta get married, then you move in, then you have sex.
See, that to me is all backwards. And that's why I said I am not traditional.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, not against anyone who did go that
Just in case
route.
you guys want to counsel her.
Yeah, see, and I'm the same thing. I was raised to believe that you got married to someone and then moved in with them. Hell no, I'm sorry, bruh. That's how I was raised, but I just don't believe in that. It doesn't make logical sense to me. That's why I'm with Natalie. Like I said, to me, it makes sense that you get into a relationship, you move in together, then you get engaged, then you get married, then you get a family, then it's the family. That's how I think it should go. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think you get into a serious relationship, you get married, then you move in. I am not marrying somebody I have not lived with for at least 2 years.
Right, please, Lord, don't attack me in the comments.
For at least 2 years. Bro.
No,
like, what?
But that's definitely.
Wait, let me finish. Let me tell you.
Yeah,
I got you. Okay, so look, the reason why I feel like we should have a child first, and if
she's crazy, y'all.
No, listen, if I was a dude, she about had like 3-4 kids by now.
Are you tripping?
Well, no, I guess the math wouldn't be mathing because then you got to do 9 months. We've been together for what, 3 years? Did you probably have about 3 kids?
There's no way.
Yes, there's way.
There's no way.
Okay, so let me get to it. So look, I feel like marriage is a scam. That's my thing. I think marriage is a whole scam. And I'm going to tell you, like, honestly.
Damn, tell us how you really feel.
Listen, the reasons why I'm not ready to get married to you is I feel like it's a whole scam. And I feel like the government just wants to fucking know what's going on in our business, okay? And here's the reasons why.
Mm-hmm.
I already lived with your... Well, let's just talk about general reasons.
Okay.
Why do they have to have a piece of the pie? Why, if it doesn't work out, they also get a piece of the pie? Why is it that, if you don't sign this paper, your spouse that you don't want to be with, that you clearly see, hey, it ain't fucking working, they get some of your money? What the fuck? That's a scam. And you really thinking you in love with them, but it's like, hi, gotcha, bitch. Look at, what's her name? What's the black girl name that got paying her baby daddy $30,000?
Oh, Mary J. Blige.
Mary J. Blige paying her baby daddy $30,000 a month.
A month. That's not. Wait, they don't even have kids together. I don't even think that's not her baby daddy.
That's alimony. She's paying $30,000 a month for alimony. How long? They were together for like what, 14 years? I heard they were together for like. Is that true? Weren't they together for like 14? But $30,000 a month? Shit. Woo! Oh God, bro, $30,000 a month.
Literally, it was her husband. And because she made more money than him, she pays him $30,000 a month. Oh my God, literally, what would y'all do? Because honestly,
is what they call it now.
Get somebody else to do it.
Get somebody else to do it, because you have to at least. I could see you. Okay, so I think that certain things like that are in place in order to. Let me get there.
Right, protect the government. Get some more money. Nigga, I already pay taxes. I pay taxes on food. I pay taxes on everything. And now I gotta pay taxes on my fucking wedding. All right, go ahead. I was talking first, but go ahead.
As I was trying to say, basically, I feel like
this podcast ain't gonna last long if Ezee don't. Ezee gotta relax and let that girl talk, man.
There's certain times that those type of things in place will be helpful, especially in circumstances where, say, a woman has gave up her career in order to raise a child or raise children for a guy who was he spent his time winning all the money, all the bread and stuff like that, and then they get divorced, and then what, she's supposed to now still raise the children, and now she has no career, so it's kind of like takes care of them. Yes. I think in circumstances like that definitely makes sense. But in a circumstance where you're a grown ass man and yo ass you don't even got kids with me.
Wait, that kind of sounds. Wait a minute, I'm all for my fellas. You just played my fellas. You literally just played my fellas. We're not talking about just Mary J. Blige's husband, ex-husband. You just played guys. You're like, oh yeah, the girl this, the girl that, but the guy, he's a grown ass man.
Okay,
maybe he need a little bit of emotional support.
The difference is they don't have kids together.
Right,
and
Google it.
I think that what Natalie was getting at is like, okay, guy or girl, right? This is how I look at it. If you are the significant other who stayed home, whether you are a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. If you are the person who stayed home and raised the kids and sacrificed your career so that the other person could go out and build a career, and then all of a sudden y'all get divorced and now you have no means of financial support, that's the reason why spousal support exists for normally for cases like that. What Natalie is saying, but if you are a grown-ass person, right, doesn't matter your gender, if you are a grown-ass person and you don't have kids with me, and you can take care of yourself, matter of fact, you are rather wealthy in your own right, why the fuck am I paying you $30,000 a month to take care of you, and you are a grown-ass adult who has your own money? Like, that's the part where I'm like, nah, that shit don't make sense. So it does, but I get where Ezee is coming from too, because Natalie emphasized if you're a grown ass man, like it did come across it did come across like she was being gender biased. Like, it's okay to take care of a woman, but it's not okay to take care of a man. I feel like if the dude stayed home and he had to sacrifice a career, but the woman is out making bank to take care of the kids, all right, then cool. But if they don't got no kids, then what is she taking care? What is she giving him money for? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get.
You know what? I feel like if they did have kids together and the woman was out winning all the bread and he was at home taking care of the kids, then he should have that type of support as well. I think it should have something to do with having children involved. Okay. Otherwise, I agree. I don't get it. So I understand. I'm saying all this to say I understand like your point, but also there's certain times where that is a very valid thing that the government did put in place to protect parents that have put all their time into raising a family, and now they're supposed to just be shit out of luck.
Like, right. And I understand that method, but it's the simple fact that I think it should be like this. If there's going to be some type of agreement, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to marriage,
Ezee is so
we
cheap.
Should be, okay, look. If we're married, if we want to share income, let's share income. Let's sign a paper and let's share the income. If we agree to that. But if we don't agree to that, we sign a paper to that too. And if we're divorced, my money is my money. Your money is your money. If we make it together, then that is our money. Yeah, just like me and you are very smart. We're not even married, but we have a business account together. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the money we made together. Now, there are people that are petty and there are people that really go, try to take some shit, but that's how it should be signed. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so what do you think? Like what do you think should happen then if I say we were married, right?
Which we damn near are.
Say we were actually married. Okay. Say we had a kid, but say I end up having to, which wouldn't happen, but I'm just saying, say I ended up having to give up my career in order to raise the children, and you got to still be out there and do everything that you do. So you were making most of the bread for the house because I don't get to work anymore because now I'm raising our kid. Okay, right? Say less. So now we divorce. Now what? What happens with me?
What happens to you first and foremost? If you at home taking care of the kids and I'm going to get that money, when I come home, I'm going to spoil you and the kids. But after that,
what happens?
After that, I'm supposed to pay you? Look at that.
In the circumstance. They're your kids. No.
They're your kids.
I'm saying.
Take care of them damn kids. Or fuck them kids. What? Which one?
I'm saying in the circumstance of a divorce. Easy.
Of a divorce, that's not my circumstance.
Wait, you sound insane right now. Do you understand that?
Ezee, sweetie, you are not coming across. I don't think, maybe Ezee's not understanding what, I'm trying to give Ezee the benefit of the doubt. Maybe Ezee is not understanding exactly what Natalie is saying, but she's coming across extremely callous. Natalie is emphasizing, if I gave up my career to stay home and raise our children so that you could continue to pursue your career, and then something goes awry in our relationship and we end up divorced, and I have no means to financially support me and our children. Mind you still out there doing your thug thizzle, and the children are with me most of the time. I still can't. I'm still in the same position, except for now, as we were when we were married, except for now I'm divorced. You see how that works? So I still need something to undergird my finances. That's where the spousal support is supposed to come in. Ezee is sounding crazy right now because she sounded like, bitch, if I leave you, it is what it is. I don't care if you sacrifice your career. You just gonna have to go and figure something out. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That somebody, first of all, if I had a child, it would be our kids, right? And one person is making the sacrifice to be at home,
take care of the child.
Okay,
you're both doing something. It's 50-50.
Okay, but that's my point. That's my point. Ezee, but then if the one parent who had made the sacrifice to just solely raise the child damn near by herself,
and I'm going to get the money.
Exactly. Now there's a split. Y'all aren't married. Yes. No, y'all aren't married anymore. You get a divorce. You don't want to be with each other anymore. You don't like each other anymore, right? No. You get a divorce, God forbid. But what happens then?
I got it for you.
What happens then?
I'll tell you.
Do you just leave the person high and dry and you're just like, figure it out, deuces? No, I don't care that you have not had a career for however many years. Because some people, you have to understand, they end up being married for 10, 15 years. They don't got no resume. Listen. They don't have a resume to be able to be like, well, here, they're going to be like, damn, you haven't worked in 10, 15 years. They gonna you want them to go work at McDonald's in their 40s? In their 40s, go work at McDonald's now?
With your old ass.
And try to like raise a child off of that type of salary.
Like, come on now, Ezee. I know you. Come on now. Come on now. I'm trying to have you back, bro. I'm trying to have you back. I'm trying to give you the benefit. You get what I'm saying? But is what. Yeah, you said Ezee's POV is why most women I know don't want to get married. Yeah. Right, bruh. Like, oh my gosh. Okay. Maybe, you know what? But maybe, look, again, I'm going to give Ezee the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she's going to go, because we only 15 minutes in, maybe she's going to go on to explain her point a little bit more thoroughly. So I'm not going to judge her yet.
Realistic.
I'm not going to judge her.
Mm-hmm. Listen, we in best friends.
Let me keep my flag on the plate.
That's how it be when you and lovers and friends. You know what I'm saying? But just between us, think about it like this, Natalie. It's like this in our actual relationship. Mm-hmm. When it comes to work, I know that I am really good at editing. I edit all of our videos. I do majority of the labor when it comes to the technicality of it, or technology. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my strong suit. When it comes to you, I know you come up with ideas and then you be like, you know what? Other than that, it's more so, all right, I'm going to take care of her in these ways, and the love languages. Our love languages. You know what I'm saying?
Well, so no, listen, I'm more on the business side.
So let me finish. On the business side.
I'm talking about on the business side.
Okay, so listen, let's just stay to the business. So because I take more physical work on the technical side of the editing, dealing with the editors, if we have editors, doing all of that background stuff, I know when it comes down to talking to our managers, you'll communicate with them. I feel like my labor is harder. Yours is more annoying to me.
But I bring us more opportunities. I bring us more money.
Listen. I'm not saying in the aspect that you don't have any, you don't have value. I'm saying.
Was there a cut? Did I miss something? I appreciate you and love you and all you do. Thank you, OG. I love you. Thank you, OG. Did I miss something? I'm trying to figure out where Ezee is going with. Okay.
If you had to think about it, communication, which you do bring money in. I'm not saying that you don't, but which one's harder? Let me finish. Mm-hmm. Listen, which one is harder? You will just text and make sure you respond, and when you respond to our managers and stuff like that, because we be slacking.
You're belittling the hell out of what I do.
You know what I'm saying? Because
communicate. You will just text.
No, baby, listen. You communicate with them, and I said you bring value. But what I'm saying is technically, I do more of the harder labor. It's like, that's why when you're paying somebody to build a house, it might cost a contractor a lot more money to build a house that's a big ass mansion versus a shack. It's just more labor. Now, they're both still working, but I'm just sitting here saying that I feel like I do a lot of the labor, but we bring equal value. So if you're sitting home taking care of look how she's fucking looking at me. Don't know. Do you see this, bro? I know what the hell I'm saying. Listen.
Don't, because
yes, I do. I'm not devaluing you. Listen to what I'm saying.
Y'all, I need to eat something to distract myself. Don't mind me. I got some chick minis from Chick-fil-A earlier today, and I'm just gonna bite on them. So forgive me. I'm gonna be chewing in your face. Cause I gotta do something. I got. This is getting uncomfortable. This is getting uncomfortable. So I gotta do something. I'm just being honest. This is getting uncomfortable.
Using a comparison.
That's literally what you just.
No, I did not. I compared you and I said you're valuable. What I'm just saying is that the comparison. Hold on. The comparison. No, listen. The comparison.
No, for real. Hold on. Cut.
Oh my God.
I don't like at all how you just portrayed what we do with business.
Oh my God. Listen to what I'm saying.
No, I'm serious.
I hear you.
I'm serious. I don't want to put that in there. That isn't accurate. It's not accurate. Like, first and foremost, if you are going to talk about the things that you do, then accurately talk about the things that I do. Because it's not just texting our managers. God is publicists. Right. I bring in like real money. Like, to me, it's like, if not more valuable than editing. And you don't edit all of our videos either. So I just don't want to put this out there because people already try to make it seem like I bring nothing to the table. I'm not about to put out a video where it's like people don't even understand the full scope of how much I do for Ezee Natalie and what put us on the map. You know what I'm saying? Like, and got us real money.
Talk your shit. Keep it in
there. Ezee said, talk your shit. Talk your shit. Keep it in there. Respect to them both. Respect to them both. Natalie stood up for herself in the moment and clarified that shit. And Ezee conceded because she knew that she was out of pocket. I'm sorry. There's no other way to put that. It did come across exactly as how Natalie said it was coming across. So kudos to the both of them for handling the situation, handling that moment the way they did. Kudos to the both of them for handling this situation the way that they did, because you need to see this, because this is a real conversation. It got derailed based on how Natalie was perceiving what Ezee was saying, regardless of Ezee's intent. And I like that they were able to get themselves back on track. And I like that Ezee was like, nah, keep it in there. Respect.
That was lit as fuck.
I think you should just correct it, like, flat out.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You just gotta elaborate.
Yeah, that was great. That was absolutely great. Talk your shit. Say it again. Yeah, I mean, this is the Real Deal podcast, just between us. Okay, so just between us, Natalie feels like I devalued her, and I think my example. Okay, so listen. I think my example was terrible.
Okay, yeah, okay,
and
good.
let me tell you why it's terrible. First and foremost, we're not gonna pretend like all I do is text back and forth to our managers. Right. First and foremost, the reason why we have managers is because of me, the business end. The reason why we've ever had publicity, the reason why we've gotten to real money, that all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit. The reason why a lot of the things that have made us official and not just on some just like little YouTubers, that has been the business side of things that I have handled, because that's my strong suit, not just texting back and forth.
Natalie said, I made us a brand. Stop playing with her. Natalie said, I made us a brand. She said, I made us a brand.
To our managers. So we're not going to pretend like I don't have way more value than editing. You know what I'm saying? And don't forget, I was with you shooting in the gym. In the beginning, me and you used to edit our videos together until we got an editor. So yes, you have your strong suits, and your strong suits is, you know, editing. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm in a bit of baby in her right now.
Ezee was getting turned on by Natalie standing up for herself. I know that's right. Look, that's exactly how you should respond when your woman is snapping back at you and telling you who she is. You should respond with, "You right, baby. You got it. Talk your shit. You right. Let me. I forgot. My bad. Remind me," and then remind her.
Editing. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm in a bit of baby in her right now.
Baby right now.
Yo, this might
be. Dang.
You can make me so. Shit. don't play with it, don't play with it.
Yeah. Because like I said, I'm not saying that what you do is not important, but you could be with some basic, girl, and you could be editing your life away, and we would still be on level 1 instead of level 100. You feel me?
That's right. I know that's right, baby. And look, I just want to say I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to come off and add fuel to the fire. You do a lot, and you've made us a lot of money. I think I was just trying to compare the labor. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to compare the labor. And that was, I'm really bad at comparison sometimes,
It's okay, baby. I forgive you. We can move on.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I just had to make sure, I
love this.
Pop my shit.
No, y'all don't understand. I love this. I love that they got to the point where, like, Ezee actually even said, I apologize and everything. I love this. Y'all don't understand this. I don't know what the rest of this podcast entails, but this little moment right here, this says everything that you need to know about their relationship. This says everything that you need to know about their relationship. You know what? I rescind it, okay? I take the red flag back. I rescind it because this shows their growth. This really shows Ezee's growth. Like, this really shows Ezee's growth, and it shows Natalie's growth, because I saw how she was expressing herself and standing up for herself and defending herself while also trying to remain as emotionless, right? Or as emotionally imbalanced as possible. So this was actually I'm glad that they kept this in, because this was actually a really great, healthy way to see two people work through an altercation and a miscommunication like this. I love this. This is why their podcast, this is why I think their podcast is going to continue to grow and to, like, blossom, because it's so real. And that's what Ezee said. She said, this is the real. And I love that this piece right here was so important, and I'm so glad that they left that in there. That's I like that. I really like that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
shit. So back to marriage. I think that I, at a point, wanted to get married, and I wanted the idea of getting married.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like it's more of a transactional thing. And the only reason why I feel like marriage is more of a transactional thing is because it feels like we're already married, just without the title.
Right.
We went through the stages that marriage couples would go through, and that's living together, being together, going through the ups and downs, seeing if we're going to work out. Do you like me? Do I like you? How is our families going to blend? Like, we've done so much already, and I'm just like, we're damn near married. Like, legally.
I agree.
I feel like that, and I feel like at this point, it's just another celebration, which we do every single year, celebration, and we're always very grand with our celebrations. So I'm down with the get down when it comes to the celebration. It's just more so that the fact that the government is in my business, and I just feel like it's not only transactional to.
We were so close. Let me explain something to y'all. And this is not me. I'm not finna get on no soapbox. But let me explain something to you. If you are an American citizen and you have a social security number, you do online banking, you have any form of social media account, and they have more than one social media account, and all of their social media accounts are humongous. Okay? Humongous as far as platform goes and visibility. Sweetheart, this is the weakest argument I have ever heard, because the United States government, the moment they gave your ass a social security number or a citizen ID, baby, they already got everything they need to know about you. They already know everything they need to know about you. You do online banking, social media, they already have all of your information. Taxes, hello, do you pay taxes? This is the weakest argument for not wanting to get married I have ever heard in my life. The government is already in, as far as American government, is already in our business. We talk about government overreach. We got to stop government overreach. Government been overreaching since the government was created in this goddamn country. If we call it a spade. But come on, dog. Like, no, I'm not going to get on my soapbox, like I said. But government's already all up in your business. This is one of the weakest arguments I've ever heard for not wanting to get married. If marriage is not for you, it's okay. That's okay. And that's a conversation that needs to be had. Because marriage isn't for everyone. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. I don't think that everyone has to get married. Has to get married. I don't think that everyone has to get married. But if you know that is something that your significant other wants, and it's a stipulation for them in starting a relationship with you, but you're like, marriage is definitely not a thing that you wanted, you have got to have that conversation. However uncomfortable and difficult it may be to have.
Our love, I just feel like it's really a scam, and I just feel like marriage is a scam. Marriage is a scam. That's my idea of it.
I don't want to say that it's a scam though, because I don't think that it's a scam. I do think that there's certain things that suck. Like, why should you have to pay for a marriage license? And then why should you have to pay and get lawyers for a divorce, unless if it's, you acquired a lot together and now you have to be able to equally split it. That is kind of like a business. You know what I'm saying? But
the reason why you're paying those fees is because those documents have to be legally processed, and therefore they are legal processing fees. You don't have to hire lawyers to get divorced, but you do have to process. But because all divorces have to go through the court system, the legal justice system, there has to be some kind of legal processing fee. That's what you're paying for. With any service, you have to pay a fee. Like that, I swear I'm not trying to be condescending. Like, I swear I'm not trying to be condescending. I just thought that this was all like record of public knowledge. Like, I thought that everyone knew these things. I could be wrong, so I'm not going to assume everyone's knowledge base, because that does sound like I'm being arrogant. But I just thought, I thought that was common knowledge, that those are processing fees. The marriage license is a processing fee because it has to be legally documented and then processed through the system so that your marriage can be legally recognized by the state that you live in. And then it has to be dissolved legally by the state that you live in, so that legally you are no longer legally with that person. Since you legally went and connected yourself legally to that person, there are legal fees. They are just legal fees. That's it. You do not need a lawyer to get divorced. Most people do it because they want to protect their assets. Okay.
I do think that there are
just so everybody
other perks.
Just so everybody understands that there are variations in law when it comes to divorce and legal separation and all that, in marriage and all that. But overall, those two things are relatively the same in all 50 states.
To being married that is not a scam, like buying a house together. There's things that married couples, it's a lot.
They do get benefits.
There's a lot of benefits, a lot of financial benefits if you are married to somebody. And of course, I wouldn't marry you just for those benefits, but you can't say it's a scam if there are actual benefits to it as well. Like, of course, there's some negative things, but there's some pros to those cons.
If we were to get married, would you want to sign a prenup?
Honestly, I feel like like we would. Honestly, I would say this. I could understand us signing prenups. I could understand. First of all, we make the same amount of money now, so but you never know. One of us could end up making a lot more than the other person,
and that's why it's transactional. Why does it matter?
And honestly, it doesn't. But I'm just saying that if for us to sign a prenup, I would be down to do that. But I do think that
I don't think that there's anything wrong with a prenup. I don't think that it devalues the marriage or the bond that you guys are building, or the family you're trying to start. If you both understand that it just makes sense to protect yourselves legally, no matter how much you love each other, and of course you expect to be together forever, but you never know what can happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, I'm not even gonna get into all the different scenarios or possibilities, but a prenuptial agreement is not just about, oh, if we get divorced and I don't like your ass, I don't want you to take nothing that I got. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not about that. It's literally about protecting both of you legally, and it also protects your children, your estates, and everything like that. But as long as you both have an open conversation about it, and you know that it doesn't devalue your love for each other, it's just something you're doing because it makes legal sense based on your wealth, you know, then that's what it is, bro. Everybody wants something. People just want to be mad about it. Why is everybody so nitpicky about stuff? I think if people were more informed and more educated about stuff, there would be less miscommunication and misunderstandings, and then there would be less critique of things, because a lot of people are critical about things that they don't really actually understand. They're just like, I don't like that, and then you ask them, well, what don't you like about it? And they go, I don't know. I'm like, okay, cool. I just don't like it.
You know, we'd have to make some very clear things set out for things that we get together, like buying a house together, when we decide to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of things, like the business that we've started together. You know, I think we are pretty fair about a lot of things as it is, because we've actually gone through a breakup and we do have a business account together, like she mentioned. And I've never, ever felt like, oh my God, no matter what, like she would never steal from me. I would never steal from her. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have that level of trust, but I do still think that once you start acquiring a lot more together, then it's like, all right, imagine you have a couple houses. Like, how do you split up houses? Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So what was your answer? And say it in a full sentence.
Dang, she's like, sign on the dotted line that you'll sign a prenup.
I really want to know.
No, I would. I would. I want to sign a prenup.
See, this is why I don't want to get married, because I feel like that's the transactional part. Is it you love me because you love me? And you was saying, I'm over here taking care of the kid.
I like what KB said. KB said prenups are made with love, if you ask me. I agree. There has always been a stigma about prenups, and I saw who said that. Somebody else just said that too. K-Dot said that there is a stigma about prenups, but they're actually really smart. If it just makes sense. It just makes sense. Now, a prenuptial agreement, here's the thing. I think a prenuptial agreement is only cruel when one person has way more than the other person, and then they want them to sign on the dotted line. That way, like, if they divorce, then that person that came with nothing gets nothing. I think when I see that, to me, is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people may be like, nah, that's their money, they can do it. I get that, but to me, that's fucked up. But if both of you have a sizable estate, and you're just both coming in to protect what belongs to you, I don't think that there's anything wrong with it. And then not just protect what you already have, but protect what you guys are going to get together in the future, because it also makes, if there is a dissolution of your marriage, it makes the dissolution of the marriage that much easier when there's already a prenuptial agreement installed. And they also recommend that you update it every 5 to 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just makes sense that you do a prenuptial agreement, so if anything were to ever happen and your marriage is dissolved, everything just goes boom, 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 sign about. Everybody know what they got, because you already agreed to it. You know what I'm saying? You agreed to it years ago. So to me, that's what I think. And prenuptial agreements can be made in love and dealt with and signed in love. People just want to be mad about something.
I get some of that money. Oh, but now you want to sign a prenup.
Wait, you know a prenup protects you, right?
Yeah, but if I'm the one that takes care of the kids,
it protects whoever's making money. Both of us, and then protects whoever's making the most amount of money.
That contradicts what you said. You said that when it comes to the money, if I'm out going and doing my thing, making that money, and you taking care of them kids, and I say toodaloo, motherfucker, and now you broke. But you
not to the loop.
Oh, but that, you know what? We could make our own contract, because it would be a little different in that type of case.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I'm not saying we got to figure it all out now, but you could at least, put a ring on it. God damn. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
We don't got to figure it out all right now. But also, do you understand that in different marriages, they have contracts? You create your own contracts. So we can create...
Natalie said, man, I don't want to hear none of that shit. Bro, Natalie was like, yeah. We can figure out all that shit later. Just put a ring on it. No, ma'am. Based on what I've heard today, Natalie, I'm low-key gonna have to agree with Ezee. Y'all need to hold on. Y'all are not ready. Y'all are not ready to get married. No, sirree, Bob. No, y'all are not ready. And that's not a slight against them. Understand, that's not a slight against them. Doesn't take anything away from their relationship, their love, or their ability to be married in the future. It just sounds like there are a lot of things that they still need to work out before they even decide that marriage is an option. And I think that's why Ezee is holding off on putting the ring on her finger.
That's what I want to
talk about. We can create our own like must-haves and how we want to rule our relationship. And it doesn't have to be based off of anyone else's marriage. And
that's my biggest thing. I'm like the same exact way. And we talked about this. Like, if we're going to do it, I literally was saying, and I think that what we should do is not go through the government, go through ourselves. Look at fucking Lori Harvey. That bitch got a NDA for every nigga she been with.
But that's different.
So I'm saying that to say contractually, they can't say nothing about Lori Harvey bad because they signed a contract. So my opinion, let's do the celebration. Let's do the whole, because the actual thing of marriage, when you see people get married, that's not the actual marriage. That's the celebration. And then they have the after party.
So
the
what's your biggest worry?
The marriage is the signing papers. It's just the government. It's a scam to me. So I think let's have our own contract. Why do you think it's a
scam though? Like I
already broke it down for 18 minutes.
And then you broke it down, but then I rebutted with there's a lot of perks as well.
But you also contradicted yourself as well.
I did not contradict myself.
You contradicted yourself. Didn't she contradict herself? She said that if she was at home taking care of the kids and I was a breadwinner for 10 years, you literally said that, oh, then what do I have?
I said but when it came to you something. No, the first and foremost, let me clarify because you're not about to put words in my mouth. Mm-hmm. I said that I would be down to sign a prenup, but we would make our own rules and stuff like that. First of all, that would never be the case where I'm just at home taking care of the kids because I'm very career oriented too. So we would be both working and both taking care of the kids. But that was just a hypothetical situation. Now, when it comes down to it, I would be down for us
you asked me a question. No. You asked me a question within a question. You sit here, see how it's flipped. You said, well, what if I own a whole bunch of houses and all the prenup shit there?
No,
but then when
I said,
if I
how
gotta
do
watch
we
the kids,
listen, I already know y'all. Comment below because I know y'all are listening. She's obviously not. She's just talking.
I'm listening.
You are not because I did not say.
I'ma just lay it in my lap. I was just getting because my lap is cold. I'ma just lay it in my lap. Shut up.
Say that I said that we would have to figure out how we would split homes and stuff like that. You know what I mean? We would still split things.
So let's get married and let's have just our contract, but no government involved. That's
then
what
you're
I
not
want.
Actually married.
Yes, you are.
No, you're not.
If I'm on a show and they sign and say you can't say you're on a show, did I not film the show?
In no state would we actually be married,
Natalie,
or country that we would just be making shit up. We would be
right.
Like, hey,
and the thing about that again, what if y'all are traveling or something happens and one of them end up in the hospital and you need someone to sign for something and you don't have a legal document in place that says I have power of attorney or I have the right to do this because I am their legal significant other. Yo, doctors, they gonna be looking at you and be like, oh, well, we went to Tulum and got married at sunset by some kind of like Reiki god, like priest or something. And these bracelets, these bangle bracelets, give my wife the medical care she needs because I have bangle bracelets. We both have bangle. Like, they don't give up. Yo, it's so much more to it, dog. They're gonna look at you in your bangle bracelets and they're gonna be like, well, she's gonna die unless somebody who's related to her or has legal power of attorney over her shows up and gives us permission to do what the fuck we need to do. Bangle bracelets and all. So, yo, I am weak, child. Ooh, Lord. Oh my God, yo, this is crazy.
And then people would look it up and we weren't.
Okay, let's ask the audience first. Let us know what you guys think, honestly, because Natalie to me, it's BS. Darnell, we're going to ask my brother, what did he think?
I think part of the, why does the government have to get involved? Realize when you're getting married, you're tying yourself to another person. As a person already by yourself, you're already linked to the government. You have an ID, they know you by yourself. But now,
which is all a scam too, because I can go into that too.
Yeah.
The Social Security is shit because the government the United States of America owes people fucking money, and that's why we got Social Security numbers. But go ahead.
But you're changing, like you're changing your name, tying yourself to this person. So like you have to report that to.
Why? Do you when you be with a girl, do you report back to mom? Do you? But I'm just saying, if you're with somebody, if you're in a relationship, that's like the government ain't my goddamn parents. I don't need you to tell me what to do. Protect me at all costs and give me a contract that I can come up with. Fuck.
Listen to this girl, y'all. Y'all know she's crazy.
I'm not crazy. I make sense. And you know I make sense.
You make sense, but it's just like. It's too extreme. It's too extreme. Like, I understand what you're saying, and that's why I think that we wouldn't go based off of some like random basic, marriage contract or whatever the case may be. But I want to reap those.
Ezee be on QAnon websites. I know she do, bro. Ezee be on QAnon websites, dog. I know she do. Yo, dog, she be using decoder keys and shit like that. Like, I know she do, dog. I know she do. See, the thing about it is, I'm not laughing at her. Trust me, because I was a conspiracy theorist. When I say I was a conspiracy theorist, oh baby, I could go there with you. Like any conspiracy, I'm talking like deep conspiracies. I can talk them with you. So I know, you know what I'm saying? Like I know, I know what it sounds like when you've been indulging in that kind of rhetoric. And right now, people like myself and everyone around her is probably looking like a sheep. You know what I'm saying? Oh God, you got to balance it out. Don't get it twisted. There are some conspiracies that are real, and you know what I'm saying. They're not conspiracies. You know what I'm saying? But most of that shit is just meant to keep you dumbed down and distracted. I promise you, dog. Like, ooh, child. Oh Lord.
Rewards and benefits like when we buy a house and we're married. Listen, or you know what I'm saying?
You know
like
what the biggest reward gonna be?
Hold on. Jesus. Yeah. What am I gonna do with you? Anyway, you know what? I would love to reap those benefits and be able to be like, yo, we're actually married. So yeah, give us that percentage discount. Or when we pay taxes, guess what? We would pay less in taxes just by being married. There's so many benefits like that you need to really do your homework on. You did your homework on all the scams. Do your homework on the things that actually pay off. And then how we can protect ourselves against certain things. There's things and rules and contracts we could put in place to protect ourselves from certain things. So
you know what the biggest reward is? What?
What about just the actual title? Damn, my wife. Like,
that's wifey when I'm what?
No, like that's like officially, like that's my wife. Like people come up like, no, don't be looking at my girl like no, be looking at my wife. Like
look at Darnell, he's such a good
wife. Come on, Darnell, you better preach.
Period. There is, and I'm telling you, look, there is a difference between that wifey and wife shit because You can have somebody and be like, yeah, that's my wifey. I already call her my wife. Like, that's already my wife. No. Calling me your wife and me actually being your wife are two different things. And it even changes the way that you treat me and the way that you maneuver with me and the way that we maneuver together. Being called someone's wife and actually being someone's wife is completely different.
Yeah. Hey, look, if it strokes the ego, you could be my wife. I'm just kidding.
You're stupid.
I ain't gonna give in. No, honestly, the biggest reward would be being with you. And if it means us getting married and, you know, going through all of that, well, if I can overcome your family, I can overcome this.
Wait, no, hell no. Absolutely not. No. Run it back. Say something else.
I'm keeping it. That was a good joke.
No,
we're in a very
it's
good
not
place.
A good joke
Nat.
Because you're not the one that gets attacked by people all the time.
Oh my God.
So it's not a good joke. I don't like it. Move on.
At the end of the day, the biggest reward is you and I. UNITY. Unity. What's the next bullet point? I always felt like I always wanted to be proposed to.
You have?
You know, I just...
No, you haven't. Are you serious?
Look at me. Don't it look like I want to be proposed to?
She is a princess. That's her real personality, y'all. She's a princess. Oh, my God.
They don't call her Nat Daddy for nothing.
What is wrong with her?
You don't want to propose?
I'm going to just toss this over my shoulder for the remainder of the video. Until I see fit to take it off my shoulder. I'm going to just...
Propose to me, baby. If we do get married, since we're on the topic.
You know...
You don't find yourself being on one knee, doing one thing in this relationship that's masculine, and proposing to me?
Wait, I do
wait a minute.
That are masculine.
Wait a minute. Not you spending the last 20 minutes telling me how you think marriage is a scam and then telling me that you want me to propose to you. What
you do that's masculine?
A lot.
Like,
even being like doing business stuff is a masculine trait. You know
I guess that is masculine. To men, it's masculine. But that shit turn me on. Like,
I be doing both. I be doing the masculine family. I be in the kitchen. I be in the kitchen. Then I'm gonna go upstairs and set up some meetings for us. You feel me? Like then I'm gonna come downstairs. Make sure you drink your gallon of water. Then I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying?
I guess that is masculine in some people's perspectives, but I feel like that ain't masculine.
What else do
you have a masculine personality, but you're not. Does that even make sense? Like, you have a masculine personality, so the business-oriented Natalie
doesn't have a masculine personality. Dominant. She's been saying this for years, y'all.
Yes,
do I have a masculine personality?
They don't know in the aspect of...
I think a better word maybe would be like dominant. Natalie definitely has a very strong and a very dominant personality. I agree with that.
Personal things, the way that Natalie deals with things, there's the side of her that can be very emotional, and you know what I'm saying, she can be very emotional, which is feminine, but sometimes she can be very masculine and like doesn't give a fuck. But like, that's the old her, not the evolved her. Like, okay, so if I'm telling her about my feelings, or if I'm feeling emotional, and I'm emotional, I can be emotional too. Because we're both women.
She's a princess. Y'all.
And some points, I'm like, okay, this is the point where I could be vulnerable. This is the point where I can be. And we kind of clash in those moments, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, I need to be vulnerable right now, but I felt like you were too fucking tough. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, man.
I used to be. I used to have, I don't know why. I used to have a problem. I think it was like an issue with vulnerability.
Yeah.
And like, you know those people who it's extreme where like, if people cry around them, they'll laugh. Like, it wasn't that extreme.
Yeah, it was.
But it was kind of like...
I'm like that in certain situations. If somebody's talking about something uncomfortable, or if somebody's laughing, I'm sorry, if somebody's crying about something, like, I am the type, oh God, and don't let me be with, like, Don't let me be with like Joby, like James, my best friend or something like that. Oh my God, we are terrible. We're terrible together. Absolutely.
I felt uncomfortable. I felt uncomfortable. So I think it came off as like I didn't care, but I was just uncomfortable.
Right.
And now, I've learned how to.
Oh, she's way softer now. Way softer.
Yeah, I've learned how to because
I didn't play that shit. Like, if I need to be emotional,
if I want to cry, you gonna let me cry.
Right. But that also too, I feel like that plays
and that's real.
A role in heterosexual people's relationships, because I feel like a lot of men feel like they have to have a wall up. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I agree.
Topic. We should talk about that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, masculine.
I agree. Oh my God, I love this topic they about to get into, because I have said this. I advocate for men's emotional vulnerability. I cannot stand the way that society expects men to not be emotional, and then when they grow up to be men who can't process emotions, we look at them and be like, why can't you be more emotionally available? And be like, because my whole life you taught me the only thing I was allowed to do was be angry. Like, that's the only emotion a man is ever allowed to show, whether he's afraid, whether he's been betrayed, whether he's hurt and pain. It doesn't matter. The only emotion you're supposed to show is anger, and sometimes happiness, but not too much though, because you don't want nobody to think that you too happy. You know what I mean? Like, and then you wonder why they grow up and have like no ability to tap into their emotions in an intellectual way, and then communicate that so that you can understand what the fuck they're going through and what they need from you. Ciao.
And feminine.
Oh, it's irritating.
I know you ain't talking.
Wait, what you say?
Talk about that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, masculine and feminine.
The way you cut me off, why you like that?
I know you ain't talking.
Right.
I know you ain't talking.
Yeah.
Me cutting you off.
I didn't like that.
You didn't like that? Okay. Well, maybe that means you won't do it moving forward.
Right, since you ain't like it.
Anyway, I do feel like that's another topic. But I feel like I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. Fuck it.
Okay, baby, I have a good question.
What is your question?
Because now I hear wedding bells, and I'm picturing the perfect destination for our beautiful Italian wedding.
Oh,
and
Italian? How the hell my family gonna get to Italian? To Italy.
Not to Italy.
Girl, they gonna come. I want to have, okay, so my perfect wedding would probably be overseas somewhere.
Listen to me, and if you've had a destination wedding and you're in my comment section right now, I'm not even sorry. Destination weddings are inconsiderate, and I hate every single last one of y'all who ever tried to throw one. Or is planning one right now. Y'all are evil and disrespectful, and you're inconsiderate. Weddings are already expensive as fuck, all right? Whether you're going as a guest or you're just participating in the party or whatever the case may be. Then you have the audacity to want to take somebody and fly them to another state or out the damn country. And then, bro, and then get mad if we can't go. It's like everybody not living in the same tax bracket, my guy. I can't stand y'all. Ooh, destination weddings. Y'all are terrible. Get married at the chapel up the street and take your ass and get on a plane for your honeymoon. Why I got to fly too? You're the one getting married. Why do I have to fly? Why am I spending so much money? I'm not even the one getting married. I get nothing out of this. I get nothing out of this except for some terrible food, some uncomfortable conversation with relatives and people that I don't really know. And it's just like, no, bro. Like, I don't want to do this. Destination weddings mean they actually don't want all them people there. That's exactly what it means. And so by that standard, I would say, why don't none of us go and let them just go and elope? Consider this your eloping, because I ain't going. And I'm going to talk as many people out of going as possible, because that you just being inconsiderate. You're rude. You're rude.
It doesn't have to necessarily be Italy, but definitely not in ghetto America. I don't want to have it in ghetto ass America.
We're ghetto as fuck.
You know, I want to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like on a cliff somewhere and just like overlooking and just like drone shots.
By
and
yourself.
Just like the whole.
Guess who's shooting all this? Me.
You can have that.
While I'm trying to propose.
Right, Ezee's over here trying to marry me while like flying the drone. No. But that's what I want. What do you want, baby? Where do you want to get married at?
That's what you want.
Yeah, like, yeah, and you know that my great grandma was 100% Sicilian, so I'm a big percentage of Italian. So that would be like, you know, my ancestors.
What grandma?
My great grandma, my mom's grandma.
Your mama?
My mom's
mama.
Girl.
Yeah, your mama's mama.
I feel like my ancestors would be clapping for me if I was just out there getting married. Maybe because honestly, they probably there wasn't even gay back then, so maybe. I don't know.
Gay?
You know, hell no.
Can we get married in another country?
She don't even know your ass is black.
Who?
Your great grandma.
I know she really no, but my great grandma, hey, she
lesbian.
She was cool. She was cool.
Right.
That's my mom.
Ezee said, "Girl, that's Alicio." Ezee said, "Gay, that's Alicio words. Do they even know you black?" Oh my God, bro. Why is she like this, dog? Why is she like this? She said, "Girl, lesbian is the least of your worries."
That's my mama's mom.
You
know what? God. She came over here on a boat called the Santa Maria. That's how Italian she was. She came to America on a boat.
On a boat?
Called the Santa Maria.
Oh my God, Columbus. Okay. Those are the three.
America only tells us one how people be getting up.
It's the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. Like those were the Columbus. This is why our education system, dog. Like our education system.
You gonna get dragged.
Right, she is.
I was just in Mexico. Fuck.
Spain.
Nah, but that's dope. That your auntie Italian.
Spain.
I mean,
see, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. This girl does not listen to the words that come out of my mouth.
I do.
My auntie's Italian? What?
One of your aunties is Italian.
My great grandma was Italian, so that's why I would love to get married in Italy.
That's what you think, huh?
Yeah, because you know they be eating their bread and pasta.
All that bread and pasta. Got a white boy on my roster.
Why is he doing that?
Because it's not on mute. In the cut with my...
We be vibing.
You don't know that, huh?
No.
We do like this. In the cut. Like that.
In the cut with my twin, we be vibing.
What is it?
With my twin, we be vibing.
Oh my God. Stay off of TikTok.
Right. Natalie, stay with TikTok. Get with her.
I don't have to because you be telling me all the trends. Yes. So that's all I need.
So you think... I should propose to you.
I do think that you should propose.
Can you just propose to me for once? Fuck.
What do you mean for once?
Ezee said, bro, like Ezee's tired of being the dude in a relationship. Ezee said, "I am weary. Can you romance me for once, goddamn? Can you be the one? Can you be the one?" Ezee said, "Look, dog, I am weary."
Ezee. No, I'm gonna propose to you. Just give me something in life to tell my grandkids.
I'm gonna give you a ring back.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
And I already know you're gonna make it bougie. You're gonna want a bougie ring. She's not gonna want a simple band. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna want something extreme.
I want a motherfucking diamond.
Wait, you want a rock?
Oh, a rock.
She's my
motherfucking Chris Rock.
Wait, no, do you really want a rock?
Like, yes.
You don't want a band with diamonds
in it?
Give me
a motherfucking diamond. Motherfucking diamond that was on Lil Uzi Vert's. That one, that
she
kind of
actually
wants
a... God, y'all see who the princess is?
Right.
When I tell y'all need to start calling her Princess Ezee.
Is it like bad luck to get married?
What?
Why would you say bad luck?
Because I've never seen, I've never witnessed really a successful marriage.
See,
I have. My uncle and my aunt have been married for 35 years.
Now that's a whole
in black families
topic.
And stuff.
That's a whole nother topic.
That's not true. That's not true. That is an what's the right word? That is an unfair statistic or perspective based on what Ezee has been exposed to. Believe it or not, there are a lot of traditional families, black families who have marriages that have lasted 30 plus years a lot. Trust me, a lot more. Trust me than you think. And like I said, my aunt and my uncle have been together for 35 plus years.
True, and that's the sad part. And the sad reality is that, especially in,
and I think at this point,
the Black
everybody
community,
knows more
marriage
broken
isn't
relationships
really
than
a
whole ones.
topic that is talked about enough. And there's also not a lot
infidelities. If we just don't get married, it don't count.
What the heck? Bro, I take it back. I do not want to marry you. You're crazy.
I'm joking. Seriously, go ahead.
No, for real though, in the Black community and stuff, there's not a lot of like good representation of what a healthy marriage should look like. And honestly, not even just in the Black community, because I don't even know any healthy relationships on my white side.
And see, that's the point I was trying to make. I was like, to me, it's not even a Black or white thing. I think that most people in the world today know more broken relationships than whole ones and ones that have lasted. And that's just the nature of the way people just don't put the right... they don't get married for the right reasons, so they obviously ain't gonna stay together because it wasn't built on the right foundation.
So I'm like... Both of them. So how do we... Like, comment below, how do you think that you... Like, what are you... mirroring, or what, like, so a lot of people think that you have to see an example of something to be able to aspire to be that.
Not true.
Right.
But what if you don't have that? What if you don't know any of those things? Like, you don't know what a good marriage looks like. You don't know what it takes to be in a successful marriage. Because
here's the thing, you also didn't know what it took to walk, but you figured it out. You also didn't necessarily know what it took to talk, but you figured it out. You didn't know that 2 + 2 = 4 until somebody taught you, until you figured it out. That's life. You didn't know that you could be a good parent until you got pregnant and had a baby, and then you figured it out. Like, that's life. Marriage is also something that, no, you're probably not going to know how to do it successfully going in, whether you have an example or not. You can have an example, see that example, and still not know what they're doing to make it work. Even if you do try to emulate what they're doing, if it is not something that's organic to your relationship, it's still not going to work, because marriages are not copy paste. You can't take somebody else's blueprint and build your house with it. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I think that it's important for people to realize that it's not about knowing what a successful marriage looks like. It's about knowing what you want and what you need from a relationship. The reason why marriages and all relationships fail is because the two individual people in there are not aware of what they themselves need as individuals. Therefore, they can't tell the other person what they need, and then they can't provide for the other person what they need, because the other person can't tell them what they need. So that's the reason why most relationships fail. It's not because you didn't have a good example. It's because, good example or not, people just don't do the work. They don't do the self-work, and they jump into a relationship, and it's two fucking broken, fucked up people trying to make some love work. And you like, we got all the feelings, but you have none of the understanding and none of the responsibility or accountability to really make a relationship work. You put none of the effort into it, and you just want to ride the wave of the feeling, and you want to hope that the feeling makes the relationship work and last. And no, ask anyone who has been in a relationship for any significant amount of time, and they will tell you, long after feelings dissipate, and the feelings will come and go in waves. My aunt and my uncle tell me that. They say that the feelings will come and go in waves. There'll be years where you be like so in love with that person, and then there could be years where you be looking at them and you be like, bro, beat you in your sleep. Like, but you have to choose to love that person. It's not about just feeling like you love that person. If you did that, then most relationships wouldn't last longer than a few months, let alone a few years. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I think that's the thing, is like, put the notion out of your head that you need an example of what a relationship looks like to make it work. You know inherently what you need. And if you don't know inherently what you need, then you need to do the work to figure that out first and then get into a relationship. Be asking somebody to do for you, but you don't even know what the fuck you can do for yourself. Like, stop.
It's like, it's not like we could go ask somebody if we're having problems in our marriage, like, hey, so this happened.
Well,
like,
I do have a friend group that is married.
Who?
Chris and Alexis.
Oh, yeah.
They're married.
They've been married for a while, too. Chris and Alexis been together for like 12 years.
But they ain't black. Chris and black.
That don't matter. What, they don't got problems because they're not black? You sound crazy.
Bro,
your grandparents.
Really don't
My grandparents, that's a successful marriage. They
Yeah.
crazy. Motherfucking crazy. My grandpa Garfield, my grandma Connie. Amazing.
Actually, oh my God, we should have them on for a podcast.
Oh, that would be good.
My God.
That would be hectic. Maybe we should have them. Comment below if we should have her crazy, amazing, cool grandparents on to give us
that would be a
marriage counseling. Marriage counseling before we're married.
Hell no, my grandparents did cuss. You know, my grandparents cuss each other out.
Funny,
but they're so comical. Like
that's why it would be funny to get marriage counseling advice.
That's from
I'm gonna tell you, I love listening to people who've been married for like 40, 50 years, how they talk about how they like love each other but like also hate each other. Like it's always like a love-hate relationship. When you've been together that long, living with this person for that long, like it's probably definitely love-hate, but it's like that person becomes like an appendage. You know what I'm saying? Like an extension. You guys
would like to see that. Just beware. It's going to be a hectic episode if we do that.
And y'all think I interrupt? Oh my God.
That's where you get it from, huh?
Oh my God. My grandma's like, y'all motherfuckers getting on my goddamn nerves. First the fuck off.
Listen, y'all, you know what I just pictured? I just pictured like a meme, or not a meme, but like those videos and stuff on TikTok where it's like her side of the family versus my side of the family. And that is realistic, because now if I had my family come on and do some type of video, it would just be very intellectual. You would get a lot from it, but it would just be more, you know what I'm saying?
It'd be slower
Have
paced.
her family.
Oh, bitch, I know you motherfucking lying, bitch. We gonna be roasting each other and all that. But it'd be so entertaining, though.
Yes.
That'd be great.
I think both would be very entertaining. Yeah, I think both would be very entertaining.
I think yours would be more so like, wow, I learned a lot.
Like educational.
Podcast. Mine would be everybody's laughing.
Don't try to act like my family's boring or something.
I just said it would be more on the, wow, that was a great podcast. Like, I learned a lot. Mm-hmm. My family would be like, niggas is going to be laughing the entire time. And like, wait, what was that podcast even about?
Right. They're going to be like,
wait, what did I just watch?
What did I just watch?
Yeah, but it's to be funny as hell.
It would be. I think either one would be really good. We should do both.
That'd be fun. I agree.
At some point.
I agree.
In life.
Yeah.
Do both.
Should we even bring guests on? We killing it. You know what I'm saying? You my dog.
Know. Hey,
you my right hand.
My right hand, my go-to. I don't know. I do think that we should bring guests on sometimes. So I don't think y'all should get used to it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's definitely not. It's definitely not a podcast where I feel like they even need to bring guests on, like on a consistent or persistent basis. Every once in a while would be cool, but I actually like just hearing the conversation between the two of them, because the child knows it is interesting. This has been. I know some of y'all are like complaining because this is long, but y'all should. I told y'all to buckle up and buckle in, that this was going to be long, but I'm sorry. This is interesting to me. Stuff like this is interesting to me, and I think it sparks great conversation. And I like just watching them talk to each other.
I'm kind of scared to mess that up, because I feel like we have such a great dynamic, and like we just bounce off of each other so well, and it just flows so great that if we bring someone on, imagine like it's just like, damn, why we bring them on here?
Nah.
That's terrible. They messed it up.
Hostess to the mostest.
Yeah, we are hostess with the monster.
All right, y'all. Let us know. Should we get married or should we not get married? I guess it's all in your hands.
What?
Should I marry Natalie? I don't know. I don't know if she's the one. I don't know if she's the two.
And should we stream our marriage live so that you guys can all attend?
All right. At this point, they literally like, they do this for good content, obviously. Look at them. They're so fucking money hungry.
They both look like, but they won't get back.
I'm saying though, I think that you guys would enjoy that though.
Yeah,
that would be a bad. I would say like this, not the wedding itself, but if they streamed their reception, they would get a bag. They would get a major bag, because if I'm not mistaken, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't follow a bunch of YouTube couples, but they would be the only YouTube couple, as far as I know, to ever do something like that, right? Like stream their wedding reception. Or has another YouTube couple done that before? I don't know. You guys tell me. If they did that, I guarantee you it would start a trend, because y'all know how people are. People will see them numbers and start pocket watching and guess they bag and be like, I got to get me one of them. I'm just saying that'd be a great idea.
Boohoo crying like, oh, it would be so cute.
Yeah, it would be cute. Only reason why I say that though is because we do document a lot of our lives. So it's just like,
thank you, JoJo.
To actually live stream it, that's like doing the most.
Not on Instagram or something.
Bitch, we gotta go to wherever we make some money.
This guy
if we was gonna do it, we gonna live stream on we gonna live stream on Twitch.
Right,
Twitch.
right.
Oh my god,
live stream
that
their
would be
wedding
so
on
crazy. It's
I'd be hectic. I'd be nervous. I'd be like, oh my god.
Wait, do you think that you are gonna be nervous to propose to me?
I would not stream my wedding on Twitch live because y'all know how people are. They might do like what do they call them, swatting folks and stuff. Like, don't do that.
I don't understand why she still had the idea that I'm gonna propose to her.
Because we both know that I'm not going to. Like, you're a princess, but I'm more of a princess.
Let's get that out of the way right now.
Baby, don't play with it. Don't play with me like I ain't that nigga. Like I ain't daddy.
So why you want me to propose to you then?
Hey man, say man, because it happens sometimes.
It does happen, but
I'm still a female.
I don't even think like you would actually genuinely want that. Like, I feel like you would kind of feel like you didn't have the opportunity. You would be like, dang, I wish I would have had the opportunity to propose to her. Mm-hmm. Is that not true?
I've been messing with you. I've been trolling you this whole time.
No, seriously, I really want to know.
I hope
Would you
so.
actually want me to propose to you? Or
no, let's not blow past that. Trolling the whole time. You mean, when you say trolling the whole time, you mean like this entire podcast, right? Because that's the only thing that's gonna make sense. Because everything that Ezee was saying is so, to me, just like she had to have been trolling this whole video. Because I just like, what is going on? Like, what's that? Is this whole video a prank? This whole podcast episode was a prank? Okay, good.
Feel like you would feel like
now we know y'all.
I think it would ruin the moment, actually. If you proposed to me, I feel like you probably would laugh and I probably would laugh too.
Mm-hmm. There'd be nothing romantic about it.
Right.
We'd go to straight best friend modes.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, get out. I don't think we would believe each other.
I think you'd be like, oh, hell no.
Right.
Oh, hell no. Let me go. Like, I don't think you would actually want me to.
Nah, I wouldn't.
Nah, I don't think so. Okay, do you think that you're going to be nervous proposing to me?
You see how it was when I came back in Miami?
Oh, my God. Okay, so y'all got to go watch this part. We've never mentioned this before. So y'all know the video where
That's our first kiss.
It was our first kiss. It was where Ezee messed up in the relationship. Then she came to Miami.
We weren't even together yet.
No, we were. We were officially. I thought we were officially together. No,
we weren't officially together.
No. Oh, okay.
No, I think we were officially together.
It's a blur. Anyway, she came to Miami because like we were going through it or whatever, and she came to surprise me, bro. When Ezee showed me the video of how like her recording herself before I came outside.
I was so nervous.
She was so nervous. And if you go look back at that video, her lip is quivering. She's like, she's like,
wait, you gotta I do this one specific thing when I'm nervous. And I didn't realize I do it until we look back at certain videos that, oh yeah, my baby nervous. What did I do? Baby?
She's just like, her jaw like goes crooked or something like that. She's like, oh, Natalie. Oh my God, she's outside right now.
All right, bitch, baby, look like a fucking crackhead. Golly.
It was so funny.
Yo,
it was so funny, but it's adorable. Like, so I'm wondering when she proposes to me, is her jaw gonna be doing that? And if it does, like, I don't think I'm gonna cry. I think I'm gonna just laugh.
Well, now you are because you planted
one of my
seed
tales
in your head.
That she's nervous. Oh, I love you.
I tell you what, I don't think that Ezee will be nervous if she proposes to Natalie in private first. I think she should propose to Natalie in private, just the two of them, and then maybe they can do something more public. And I think that way she won't be nervous either way. But yeah, if she just tries to like record herself like in a public setting proposing to Natalie, she probably will get nervous. She probably will. But she already know Natalie gonna say yes, child. Natalie been saying yes. So she's definitely not nervous about the answer.
Don't get nervous.
I do get nervous.
What do you get nervous about?
A lot of things, but my jaw just doesn't do that.
Doesn't lock up?
Mm-mm. I feel like I just like...
Your jaw don't lock up?
No, it don't.
You just pissed me off. I forgot she used to be with men. Ew.
What are you talking about? Why did your mind just go there?
Just look at her.
Oh yeah, give them another reason to fucking hate me. Ezee, go ahead. ahead. Go ahead.
Because they think he's straight now. I don't know why they swear you're straight.
Why were they saying that? Okay, so in our last video, y'all, we were looking at the comments and there were people saying like, well, what do you expect, Natalie, when you claim to be straight? First and foremost, I have never claimed to be straight. How could I be straight? And then there were confused people commenting like, how could she be straight when she's with a girl? I never said that I'm straight. Ever.
I think it's just more so because I always play the card that, Natalie's straight as hell.
Yeah. I'm going to say Ezee says it more than Natalie.
I think that's what it is because we always play that. And
you have. I've never said that. I've never said I'm straight as hell. Like, I never said that.
Yeah, you never said that. And I think it's because I always say it.
I was going to say, it's Ezee that always says
jokey.
Yeah, and they take it serious, but people are also still young, and that's okay. We're still
girl. I've been clicking on these people that been hating. They look old as hell, and no, they're old, way older than us. I'm like, girl, you need to focus on yourself.
Yo,
that was that old petty Natalie about to come out. Y'all remember the?
I was really about to say some real petty shit.
Damn, I don't even know who that is anymore.
I know.
Do y'all?
I've evolved.
She's evolved so much. Okay, there used to be a time where Natalie literally could respond so quick to people, and he'd be like, "Damn, this bitch petty, petty LaBelle, bitch, petty, ruthless." And I was like, how does she even think about responses this like so quick? And she would make these skits called like the Petty Queen.
Yeah, I remember
turn
the
around,
skits.
do her dance to.
I would be like, it would be a slow motion turn. Yes. I'd be laughing after, just like.
Wait, do it right now. Do it. Do it in the
live.
I
fucking finish?
Bitch, I was talking, you interrupted me, and I'm interrupting you. Interrupt me.
So here's the thing. If Ezee never stops talking, then it's always gonna seem like Natalie is interrupting her. But then that's not fair because Ezee just never stops talking. It's like, dog, you gotta let her have some time, man. Let the girl have a flow. That's why she got kicked. That's why she got kicked. Oh no, wait, what she call her?
Finish.
Bitch, I was talking, you interrupted me, and I'm interrupting you. Interrupt me.
It's not the same. Y'all not friends no more.
Call me that.
Y'all not friends no more.
See who the princess is. Sorry, baby. Come here. Look whose hands on top. Look whose hands on bottom.
What is that supposed to mean?
I'm the king.
Okay. Yes, you are. You're my king.
I love you.
Aww. I love you too.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Thank you for apologizing.
I was back to saying that you used to be the petty queen, and I don't even think there's a petty bone in your body because
mean, there is. I just don't say. I don't say just the first thing that comes to mind anymore.
Right.
I think that's what it was. It's like I used to really just say the first thing that came to mind. And you know how okay, so me and Ezee have like this ongoing joke that I don't know if you guys have ever seen this skit that was by Katie Dawn.
Oh my God.
Where it was like that friend that doesn't know how to roast, like they just go crazy. So basically it was like,
that's why your grandma did.
Roasting their shoes.
You, that's you fat. Or
that's why you fat. That's why your breast stinks or whatever. And then the person's response was like, well, that's why your mama died.
Yeah, that's why your mama died. Dead as hell. Dead as hell, bro. So disrespectful.
Mama dead.
Yeah, well, that's why your mama dead. Like,
dead as hell.
So we have this ongoing joke. Like, of course, I would never say anything like that, but we have this ongoing joke that that's how I am. Is like I can't, or that's how it used to be. Like I can't roast, but I'm gonna hurt your feelings. Yeah. Like I'm gonna really hurt your feelings.
Mm-hmm. She used to be like
Me
that.
Too.
It was just
that's
like,
why
dang,
I don't roast.
And I don't think that that's her at
I think that's where the petty, that's where
that.
the petty clapbacks came from. Because I used to always think these type of things. Like when people would say slick shit, I'd be like thinking it in my head, like girl or boy, da 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 da. Mm-hmm. So but I'm not
the
like
way that
anymore.
you deal with certain situations. Some people deserve to get their ass beat, and you literally be with your palasantos and your journal.
You better know what it's called, baby.
Period.
You be in the sage and that motherfucker up. I'm involved. Like,
hey, sometimes and you get right,
and I'll be like, whoop that bitch.
Right, whoop that trick.
You're stupid. Yeah, no, literally. I mean, honestly, I've come such a long way, and thank God, because you know what? I probably would have been in jail.
Nah, you're not stupid.
But you know what? People, there's people though that like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't gonna go into that.
Because if we go into that,
Because, I mean, we going to go into that. We don't need to go into that.
We can go into that because that's a whole different topic that deserves to be talked about.
Wait, what? I missed it. I'm sorry.
But people, there's people, though, that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't going to go into that.
Because if we go into that.
Because, I mean, we going to go into that. We don't need to go into that.
We can go into that because that's a whole different topic that deserves to be talked about.
We ain't going to go into that.
Oh, I missed it.
She is my ghetto queen. Like, she's, look at her.
Because we can talk about it. We want to talk about it. We can talk about it. Because we was talking about it because motherfuckers nah.
Why did you just develop a lisp just now? That is so funny. But yeah.
Don't be nervous now. Bring her out.
Nervous?
Talk about it.
Anyway.
Pop your shit.
Y'all, I don't know how this conversation got here from us talking about marriage.
Right.
But tell Ezee that I love her. And
tell Natalie I love her.
Yeah.
And I'm excited and I'm happy for this podcast and I love it.
I love the podcast.
I continue to keep watching.
This episode has been extremely entertaining.
Tap in.
It feels so much fun. It feels organic. It feels genuine. It feels personal.
Definitely feels organic.
And we just love like the different topics that we're talking about. So definitely head over to our YouTube if you have any topic ideas or anything you want.
It just genuinely feels like, are they just doing like a long ass outro? Because it don't seem like I need to watch the rest of this. The rest of this just outro stuff. Come on, man.
I want to say, make sure you comment. Let us know because we're definitely looking for more ideas. Since we're new to this, we're not true to this. We are definitely taking all kind of topics, and we are going to expand on this podcast. We're going to.
I want you to be my topic.
Oh
yeah. That could be, Bob. Big. Bottom big.
Okay. Anyway,
I interrupt you for a trash aspect of the
I know, damn. It should have been good at least, but
right.
I want you to be my topic. You finish it.
Figure it out later. Figure it out on your time. I'm trying to tell them something right now.
Right.
So yeah, we're gonna.
I ain't your motherfucking child. Hold on.
Oh
she just did this little wave.
Bro, can I finish? What the fuck? You know what?
We're done.
I feel like she's like, this is your ADHD coming out. Where you just okay. So anyway, as I was saying, we're gonna definitely expand on this, guys, and it's gonna be lit. We're gonna
super creative.
You know, maybe should I tell them little ideas of things that we want to do, like eventually with this, or just let it be surprises?
Nah, just hold it.
Talk about that bitch.
All right, y'all. Thank you so. All right.
Oh, the white hearts are in the chat are from the love you guys have for me. Thank you. Thank you. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and end it right there. I'm certain if you guys want to watch the rest of it or watch what happens towards the end, you can. I think I got pretty much the gist of the whole podcast. With that being said, Solicit Nation, if you guys enjoyed this reaction as much as I did, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Don't be afraid to share. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can be notified every single time I upload. And if you've been here before, then you already know I gotta hit y'all with the deuces.